Good morning. It's so good to see you. We have CPI this morning, data release. Uncle Charters is definitely expecting some movement. Speaking of movement, in yesterday's video, I identified a pivot level at the 62.94 level. I mentioned how futures was bouncing off of my fib level, and I had another fib level at 62.94. I mentioned if it clears, we could get some more upside, and I had a target at 63.35. That's that blue line here, and we had a good amount of selling pressure there earlier recently. You can see that we cleared that 62.94 level on the daily chart, and it gave us some follow through this morning, hitting my 63.35 level. Great. Are we bullish? Right now is definitely looking bullish. The thing is, as of recording this, I'm recording this around 6:30ish a.m. in the morning. At 8:30 a.m. in the morning Eastern time, CPI is going to get released, and that's when we're going to have some movement. So my job, as always, is to identify pivot levels and trade ideas for us this morning. Covering futures, of course, Nasdaq and gold. That's what I cover in the morning. Uncle Charters makes 2 videos a day, 10 videos a week. In the morning is futures, Nasdaq, and gold, and in the afternoon, aftermarket, SPY, Triple Q, Tesla, NVDA, Coin, and IWM. So right now, I'm gonna cover futures, and I have to say, if it can clear my 63.35 level, new all-time highs incoming. We currently have a pivot high on this candle at 63.41. Futures is already attempting to set new records, but I tell you, above 63.35, I don't really have much pivot levels until the macro fib level, which I have all the way up at 64.82 plus. That's a ways away. Can bulls get there? There's a big possibility if bulls can, one, stay above the 62.94 level, because we cleared that level. We managed to close above that level yesterday. And if they can clear 63.35, we have not had an official close above that level. Multiple selling pressure around that area, but no close. If they can do it today or tomorrow with help of CPI, then definitely we can go to new all-time high and hit that macro fib level at 64.82 plus. When do we get bearish? As usual, when we get that false breakout setup. Now, if we do get a false breakout setup, it could be a little bit more powerful than usual, simply because we have some news behind it. Some news. The market makers need excuses to make the moves. CPI could be used as a good excuse, depending on what the data comes out. If it's coming in, if the inflation comes in higher than expected, I would not be too surprised if I start seeing support levels fail, especially 62.94. Because if it fails, that's when I would go bearish. 62.59, 62.27, and 6200 will all be back in play. So do not try to call a top, do not try to call a bottom. Wait for the right setup, and the price action will guide you. The price action will tell you where to go. Uncle is just the guy giving you the pivot levels. So now that we hit 63.35, if bears can avoid a breakout and break down 62.94, that's when you want to go short. You don't have to catch the tippity top. Sometimes, a lot of times, it's safer to catch the move down while it's heading down instead of trying to catch the top. So allow the top to develop itself, and if there's strength, and if it's truly a top, it'll be strong enough to break down support level, and it should be a beautiful move to the downside if it is truly the top. If it's not truly the top, it's not worth the trade. It's not worth your money. So watch those levels. Resistant 63.35. If it clears, new all-time highs coming. Just simple as that. And if 62.94 fails, pullback time. And with CPI, we could get a big move. Now, moving on to Nasdaq, beautiful bounce yesterday as well. We had the 22.934 level. I mentioned if it clears, we can head up higher, which we did. We went up to 23.018. That cleared. I had a level at 23.111. That it cleared this morning, and it's trying to clear and head up to my next target at 23.212. As long as above 23.111, 23.212, and 23.287 are my targets to the upside. If we want to get bearish, the levels that I would definitely be watching as support right now is at 23.111. If 23.111 fails as support, I will go short there, because not once, but twice, right around that fib level. Not pinpoint accurate, but right around that area, there was selling pressure, and now Nasdaq is trying to clear it. If it's a liquidity grab, stop loss hunting, then we need to see confirmation. Confirmation will come in the form of 23,111 and 23,018 failing as support. But as long as above 23,111, the breakout or the attempt of a breakout is intact, keeping 23,212 and 23,287 in play. Guys, let the price action guide you. Last but not least, here is gold. After recently recapturing the 50 DMA, it showed some follow through. Where's that 20 DMA? And look at that. Right now, the 20 DMA is serving as support, which is around 33.39. As long as above 33.39, I am favoring more upside. My target is at 33.75. If the bulls can clear 33.75, I would favor more upside. Upper Bollinger Bands around 33.97-ish. That could be a target. 33.90 plus would definitely be a target if we can clear 33.75. I will not get bearish or favor any pullback unless we start breaking down these moving averages, because they've been holding as support. So 33.39 needs to fail. The 50 is at 33.23. We break down those moving average, I would feel more comfortable being bearish, especially if it's below the 20 and the 50 DMA. There's no such thing as a bull market when price is below those moving average. Right now, price is above it and working its way towards the next resistant level. If 33.75 clears, don't argue with the price action, because there's a good chance we're heading up higher. Guys, you know the levels, you know the setups. Now it's on you guys to trade it unbiasedly. I love y'all, and always remember, you are a money magnet. You already are. Peace.